Hi everyone, Michelle Chua here of Root to Rise Yoga, and I'm very excited to have the opportunity to interview a friend, Delton Davis. I met him years ago through our work as him being a musician and me being a samba dancer in the Brazilian community, and we intersected lots of times in performances. And he eventually led a drum circle at one of our retreats a few years ago. And I'm so happy that he's going to be joining us for another retreat very soon in May. And I wanted to ask him about creative arts and its relation to wellness. And just a little tidbit on how is this even related to yoga? Why are we talking about creative arts and wellness on a yoga channel? The definition of yoga, according to the Yoga Sutras, is the calming of the fluctuations of the mind. And there are different modalities for which we can find that steady focus. And the practice of concentration itself is the sixth limb of the 8 limbs of yoga, and it's called dharana. So that's one aspect that might be affected through creative arts. But as we dive a little deeper, let's see what Delton has to share. So please join me in welcoming Delton.
Thank you so much for having me here. This is great. This is great.
I'm so glad that you had a little bit of free time today. I know you're very busy with work and school and life.
It's
So
all
thank
fun.
you.
It's all fun, and it's all fun.
So tell me about or tell us about yourself. What inspired you to get into this world of facilitating drum circles, teaching about music, and you yourself becoming a musician? Like, when did that all start?
Actually, no, that's a really great question. So, I feel fortunate because I like grew up in a musical family on both sides, and I'm from the South, and so I grew up where there's parades and things like that, and in where I'm from, it's like the band is the thing to be a part of.
Hmm.
So when I would go to parades, I would, hear the drums and, it's like, we're going to tie it in, throughout basically the conversation as far as like, building community and things. So, I was just a kid hearing the drums and just feeling it, through my whole body. So it's just like, I was a part of the parade. It's like, I'm just a part of it, And so, yeah, that's just like my fondest memories when I was a kid, just hearing those drums, and it resonated through my body literally. And it's been resonating ever since. And it continues to resonate.
That's
And it
awesome.
continues to resonate.
I hear you about that feeling of the drums, just like,
Mhm.
hmm.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. That's just the beauty of it. In regards to like just doing drum circles in general and building community. Um, one thing that I like to do, just even at the beginning, is have everyone like just place their hand on the head of the drum, and then have other half class just start playing, and then the people that have their hands on that drum, they can feel that vibration. And then, then they would play and other people with their hand on the drum. It's like they'll feel that vibration. And so it's like, even though you're not playing the drum, you can feel that vibration coming in. You can feel that energy coming in.
Hmm.
So it's just a matter of like, that and those it's sending like signals. It's a level of communication that we're having.
Hmm.
And so I just like tying that together into saying like, what kind of vibrations are we sending out when we speak from our mouth? Because it's like we use the drum as to communicate just as we speak. It's all vibrations and tones and things like that. And it's the same thing with the drum.
Wow, that's a great take on it. Leading up to that question, how like sound and vibration we're relating in that way in everyday life, whether or not you're playing a
Yes.
drum.
Yeah. The way we speak is a rhythmic pattern, and also, the influctuations of our voice is a melody, and it, we have different cultures and different languages and things like that, where there's different speech patterns. And there's also different, you have some languages that are tonal and things. And so, we're always surrounded by, we're always surrounded by rhythm. We're always surrounded by melody. And yeah, again, just what, for me personally, what I like to harness is that we can take all of that and we basically can communicate, use the drum as a means to communicate. And those different tones when we talk, like, oh, we can get those tones on the drum. Ba, boom, ba da da da, do 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 do, ba do, ba da 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 da, do, da. So it's like, we're having a conversation, we're asking a question, we're answering it, we're making a declarative statement. Good. So it's all these things are relative, and it's all connected. That's the thing. It's all connected, and the part of my passion is making that connection. Basically, you just use the drums as a means to communicate, as a means to have self-expression, as a means to have access to different languages, access to different cultures and things. And so yeah, that's like part of my life calling and passion.
How fun to just give us a sample of how you see the world, like especially through your drummer's ears, and to just that's really interesting to look at it that way. So that's how you got into music itself, and then the community building of the drum circles. How has music played a role in contributing to your wellness?
Ooh, I love that question. So it's like we all have things that we think about in our mind, and in some thoughts or things like that. And there's ways that we have to like release those different thoughts, or if we have tension, stress, or whatever it is, it has to come out some type of way. So in regards to answer directly, it's basically it's my way is that is through music, it's through drumming. It's like, this is my way. If I'm not able to do this, then it's like a clog. You have like if your sink or something get clogged, things it's not going to stop in regards to the things that's coming in. It's just a matter of what we're gonna do to release all those things that's clogging it. And so for me, I music is basically how it plays into as far as that wellness aspect. Music and creativity. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about the creativity part.
What do you say?
Tell us a little bit more about the creativity part.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So it's like, it's sometimes challenging actually to turn it off, because a lot of my creative ideas come early in the morning, like at like 5 in the morning, 4 in the morning, and I'm trying to sleep, but those ideas keep coming. And so, one of the things is like through animation or through writing, it's like I love writing poems and things like that, the whole artist aspect. But yeah, it's just when it comes to that creative aspect, I have multiple means of like how I do that. Like I said, through animation, there's drawing, drumming, music, or just simply just writing out something. Then it's just a matter of like, okay, kind of focusing and harnessing that creativity and not get so scatterbrained.
So the music itself is a way of harnessing that creativity?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Got
Because
it.
everything stems from that. Everything stems from that, from music, whether it's through drumming, whether it's the animation things I'm doing, whether it's working with kids, whether it's doing a drum. It's like, because again, it goes back to like our language, how we speak. It's all rhythmic. It's all melodic as well.
I love how you keep pointing out that interconnectedness, because wellness itself, it's like the mind is not separate from the body. Mental, emotional health are definitely related to your energetic health and your spiritual health, and which can come out in your financial health. So, or your relationship health.
Yes, very, very
So,
true. Very true.
understanding that wellness is comprised of so many dimensions or aspects, how have you seen your clients that you facilitate drum circles for? I know that they range from children to adults, and you've traveled around the world and facilitated drum circles for diverse communities and cultures and in different contexts. So I would love to hear about these different clients that you've worked at. Have you seen any patterns of how the
Yeah,
drum circle playing and participation has affected them in their wellness?
yeah, I like that. One of the consistent things that usually happens is, you know, you have different level people. Some people are they're just like the outgoing, like, oh, I'm just going to sit down and start playing. Go, I'm just doing it. Then we have some that are hesitant, like, like, okay, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to do this? But I believe, like, once everyone gets into it, once you get into it, it's like I really have witnessed people you just kind of like zone out and just playing, and at the end of the event, it's like, that was like I was able to relieve some stress. I was able to relieve some tension. There's some other ideas that now I have, or like, wow, I feel another level of sense of community that I haven't acknowledged before. Not that it ever existed, but more of having a knowledge of this other level of community that we can create with people that I haven't met before. It's
Hmm.
like, yeah, I haven't met you before, but yet, do 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 goo 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 do do. Huh. Okay. Huh. It's like for some reason, it's like we have this level of connectedness. So yeah. So a lot of the testimonies in regards to the experiences after the drum circle is just like this sense of relax.
Hmm.
Also, sometimes a sense of energy, because again, it goes back to that vibration. That vibration going through the body, and it's like, wow, I feel like pumped and energized. So it's like everyone, I feel like, has their own unique experience. When they're coming in, and it's just a matter of like, you meet someone new. We may just have a little light surface level conversation. Oh, how are you doing? I'm good. Oh, great. Nice shirt. But then you go into, when the conversation, continues, those walls start coming down. Again, start getting more comfortable drumming. It's like, oh, well, this is how I really feel. This is what's really going on. So, it's like, and, I keep relating it back to conversation and life, because it's all relative. It all plays in a part. It's like drums are made from the earth. It's like, and yeah, so it's all connected. It's all connected. Yeah.
Wow. That whole expression part, that eliciting self-expression, especially for the people who are shy in the beginning, and then they get to this zone, as you said, and then
Yes.
there's that
Yes.
camaraderie that comes from that shared experience.
Yes. I like that. Yeah, exactly what you're saying. And the beauty on my end is I get to witness that.
Hmm.
I get to witness that, that bridge or that transition when someone starts kind of relaxing a little bit. They're not as tense or anything. And then like looking at their, person next to them, like, yeah, yeah, okay, yeah. And it's like you can just start, you could just feel that energy, because again, it's all vibration, it's all energy that's coming out. Yeah. So
Love
it's,
that.
it's just really great to it's just really great to witness that, to witness those. It's like witnessing a aha moment,
Hmm.
witnessing a like an awakening almost moment of
Yeah.
playing.
Yeah. Do you see it in their posture, like their physical?
Yeah, actually I do sometimes, because it's like, sometimes it's like timid, when we first start off, and but then after a while it's like, okay, the drum is not going to bite me. All right. So the drum is not going to bite me. All right. So, oh, okay, wow, okay. I realized if I hit it like this hurts. Or if I hit it like this, oh, it doesn't hurt as much. Okay, oh, well, okay, well. And then after, sense of that, and it's like, oh, what's going on over here? Oh, wow, okay, I like what you're doing. Oh, whoa, what's that? Okay, So it's just for some it's gradual. But some, they just come like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna have some fun. Yeah. So it's like, you have like these different ranges, which is
Yeah.
pretty cool. It's like we all feed off each other, and I'm just there actually just literally that as a facilitator, Yeah, sometimes I can direct, say, okay, I feel it, I feel a sense, it needs to move in this direction, or oh, you know what? I what you all are communicating to me through what's happening, we just need to stay right here. So it's just I'm just that a facilitator.
That's so important that you play that role of listening and responding that way, and not just like, here's my agenda and we're going to go here. It's like a teacher once told me about drum circles is, the symbolism of the circle is equality, and
Mm,
how each person contributes an important role in what they're creating together.
yeah. Yeah, everyone has a voice and their voice matters. It's a
Mm.
puzzle, you know? Everyone has a voice and their voice matters. Each drum has its own unique sound, just as us, we have our own unique voice and sound. And so the way we can I can use my index finger and tap on the drum, and you can use your index finger, tap on the exact same drum, but it's going to sound different.
Mm.
It's just gonna sound slightly different. The same thing, and yeah, and those voices matter. It's like we all are contributing to this conversation that's going on.
I love that. What would you say to someone who's slightly curious about trying to participate in a drum circle, but um, they might be self-conscious, like maybe they don't feel like they have any skill or talent? Did my screen freeze?
Yeah, I would say was it me? Was that me? Or I don't
I
know.
don't know. I'll repeat the question.
Okay, please do. I was like, oh, that's a long smile. Okay. Ah,
I was saying,
okay.
what would you say to someone who is timid about participating in a drumsicle because maybe they don't feel like they're an artist or musician, or they don't have any skill or talent in that realm, but they're slightly curious?
Yeah, you know what? All these questions, it's like, yeah, I get these all the time. It's like, you know what? You have a heartbeat.
Mm.
Go. And the fact that you're actually just saying this, it's like you're that's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. That is it. Yes, there's like different techniques and there's different, specific rhythms for other things like that. You're here. You showed up. You arrived. Their heart is beating, and that's it. Yeah, because I get that. It's interesting. You can tell you do your homework, or you hear this often as well. When it comes to your practice, it's like, yeah, it's like I don't know, I'm kind of hesitant. It's like I don't. It's like that's not what it's all about.
Mm.
You have a voice, and your voice matters.
Mm.
It's a matter of like, you know let's just figure out how to figure out together how we can use this drum as it means to express ourselves, to express our voice, and have a conversation with everyone.
Such
Yeah.
an important message, that sense of worthiness, and like we all have something to contribute.
Yes. Yeah, very, very true, very true.
I was following a guided meditation by a mindfulness teacher, Scott Schwink, last night, and it was about worthiness. And he was saying, you're worthy because you exist. Like all that's here that exists is inherently worthy. And it's just, huh. So let's move on to you're going to be facilitating a drum circle
Yes,
at
yes,
our
yes.
women's
Forward to
retreat.
it. Yes, look forward
Yay!
to it. Yeah.
On May 7 of the 4-day retreat. And for some people, it's a 1-day retreat coming up very soon. And can you tell us a little bit more about what that is about, the World Percussion Journey?
Yes, the world percussion journey, language and culture through the drum, basically using the drum as a means to access different cultures, access different countries, access language. We're going to use the drum as a, definitely as a means to communicate with each other. Also, as a means, just basically like, we may go to Cuba, we may go to Peru, we may go to Egypt, we may go to Ghana. It's just like, and we could definitely, go to visit all these different countries by the drum. Yeah,
Mm,
by the way of
sounds
the
fun.
drum. Yes,
Um,
yes.
Tell us about what you're working on right now in your different projects. I know you have many.
Yeah. So right now, one of the projects is I'm actually working on a animated TV series for kids, and I'm really looking forward to it. It's it's something that's basically it encompasses all of this, as far as language and culture through the drum, and along with that, it's going to have a series of children's books, basically based off of a character that I created. The character may be familiar to people if they meet me and hear me talk for just only a few moments in regards to how I love language and how I love traveling and learning about different drums and music from different countries and things like that. Yeah, and I have it created a few some songs that are now streaming on streaming platforms for if anyone wants to start, drumming, just to get just something to groove along to. I have some different grooves, that are now streaming, and in regards to with the kids side, I have two songs that are streaming. One is called "Como vai você," basically teaching "How are you" in Portuguese, and using the song as means to do that. And the other one is called "Bateria," and basically it's the drums of the bateria from Brazil. And all of those are fun songs. And so yeah, so I have something for everyone, even from the kids to middle schoolers, high schoolers, to all the way to adults, on different streaming platforms, basically.
Awesome. You are busy. Creativity is flowing through you.
I have to. I remember, it's like what I'm saying is, it's that clog. It's like all these ideas and things like that come out. Are flow up. It's just a matter of like, okay, how can I, of course, effectively use my time and things like that, and you know, pursue these different things, because my main thing is actually, that everyone has a voice and their voice matters,
Mhm.
and celebrating, um, basically celebrating the heritage and culture, that someone had, and having, whoever that is, that's from wherever. It's just like to feel that, to have that level of value and
Mm,
appreciation, that's already inherently there, basically.
yeah, that worthiness. Mm.
Yes.
Well, how can people reach you if they want to learn more about your offerings?
Cool. Basically, the hub is kidsdrumming.org, kidsdrumming.org. And yeah, it's interesting. I guess some adults like, well, it says kids drumming. Is it for adults as well? Actually, it is. We're all kids from when? We're all kids. We're just like, yeah, we're all kids just in general. But, but yeah, on that side, I have different things. I even have a few travel videos when I went to the Philippines, when I went to Ethiopia and some other
Mhm.
countries. Just a few travel videos. Even if, like I said, you're an adult and you want to learn how to play hand percussion, I have some resources and material on the site for that. Basically, some for everyone. If you just want to sit and just watch something, I have, the World Percussion Journey where I explore North India, the North Indian tabla.
Mm,
I have like 2 episodes on that actually. Yeah, about the North Indian tabla.
so
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, so it's kidsdrumming.org, basically. Yeah, kidsdrumming.org.
I'll type it down below too. Well, thank you so much, Delton. I appreciate you sharing your time and your knowledge and the resources that you're sharing now.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. Yeah,
I'm
really.
very excited that you're going to be guiding our Drum Circle World Percussion Journey on our women's retreat, May
Yeah,
6th through 9, 2022.
yeah, we're gonna have a
So,
good time.
yep, we still have spots left. So if any women want to join us, I'll put a link for it below too.
Awesome,
Thank
awesome.
you.
Thank you.